Hi everyone, Emma here. I'm so excited to show you my latest shopping spree at John Bead. So let's take a look. And yeah, there's some sparklies in here too. So let's start with the lovely, enlarge this here, Delicas. So I got some, in the past, I got some kind of gold colored Delicas, like silver lined Topaz to use instead of a gold, because the golds are really expensive and they're usually galvanized. So this one is called Yellow Green Semi Matte Dyed. So let's take a look. You know, I forget how tiny these are. I was looking at them going, they gave me the wrong size. They gave me 50 O's. I cannot imagine what a 50 O. I should order some just to see. But oh my gosh, these are beautiful. Let me enlarge this first. I got so excited. So this came like Tuesday, I think. There, you can see. So you can see how lovely the silver line really makes it. That is gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. So yeah, I have one color that's slightly darker than this in my stash. These are beautiful. So that is lovely. I guess I should have left the lid off. You would think this was my first unboxing. Like, what is going? How come I can't hold it all? So normally, so these come in plastic Ziploc. I say plastic Ziploc bags. They're actually pretty sturdy bags with a Ziploc on them. So they're really great if you take, like in the past, I used to store them in a box and I would just flip to the next one to get the colors. But I've kind of converted to these tubes. So if you're interested in these tubes, just let me know. In previous unboxings, I show you or give you the links for these tubes, but they're available on Amazon, both in Canada and the US. They're 50-gram tubes. They're called storage test tubes with cap. I think if you just put storage test tubes, you'd get them. And they are 60 of them for $30. They vary, by $1 or $2 if you get them off of the US Amazon or the Canadian Amazon. So then we have pale green, lime, opal, silver lined. These are beautiful. You know what? I have been searching for some Delicas that look like this, only they're a silver metal look, and they have like they're a matte, frost matte or something like that. And I got a bag of them, like I think 10 grams from a grab bag sale. And I've been searching. I haven't been able to find them. They're so beautiful. But you know what? These are close second. They may even be my number one because these have that beautiful shine. They look so gorgeous. That is lovely. I can't leave any bead go. I need to get over that, right? Oh, thank you, John Bead. Look at my lovely bracelet. Oh, the camera's doing its little old thing. Let me set the focus here. Then I got some long Megatamas. So I got an order previous to this. This was a sale on their clearance items on the wholesale site. So it was like incredible prices. So when I saw how beautiful the long Megatamas were, I went ahead and ordered the other colors that I wasn't really sure about. And if you haven't seen my update video, take a look. This is what we're going to be making. This is actually done with peyote stitch. So if you're familiar with peyote stitch, and honestly, I think you can do it even if you're not familiar with peyote stitch. I'm not quite finished with this one, but you can see how gorgeous this is. Yeah. So this, it took me a while to figure out how to do this. I was thinking you could do it this way, but you have to remember that Megatamas, you want them to present this way. So either sticking down, like pointing down, or pointing up. But your holes are in here, like at the base, which means if you wanted to do peyote stitch this way, it wouldn't work. These would line up the other way. So what you have to do is you have to put, now this one I put 70 80 seed beads on to start, and I did 3 rows of peyote on that 70 beads, and then I did a couple of beads up, and then I started the Megatamas. So there's 1 row is every other, and then the second row like that. So stay tuned for that. We're going to do start to finish peyote. We're going to do some kumihimo. This, you can do this on kumihimo pretty easy. You just have to get the placement of your Megatamas right. And you know what? Here's the other thing too. I don't use Megatamas that much just because they're expensive, and because you have to use a lot of them. They're not necessarily expensive, but because you use a lot of them. And anytime I would have, like, I'd see a sale at regular bead stores, I'd buy like a tube of, say, 10 grams. There's no way that would get you maybe to about here on it. So you can imagine I'm going nuts with this. Yeah. So yeah, I think that's all I have to say about that. So this one is transparent orange, and in the previous video I did some unboxing of the matte orange. This is cool. Oh, these are really pretty. Wow, look at the light reflecting. Oh, this is going to be amazing. We should do some type of... I always right away think of Halloween with orange. So we could do some really cool stuff. Maybe a pumpkin. A prickly pumpkin. There. Those. Then we have Crystal Opal Matte. These are lovely too. Look. Oh, icicles. Winter fun icicles. Wow, these are really gorgeous. Oh, I know what I wanted to say about these, about the Megatamas. I was going to wait with a different color, might be easier to see, but let's take a look with these. So when I started doing this guy, of course you have to pick up your beads, each one. So you can go and you can organize your beads, but when you're doing peyote, you go up one side and then come down the other, which means your orientation of how you pick up your bead is going to be different, because you want them to remain pointing down when you're looking at it this way, up when you're looking at it this way. So you have to remember to change the orientation. Initially, because I don't use them that much, I found it very confusing. And if you can see here, I do have them. One's going one way and one's going the other. So I just figured out a way to pick them up, which made sense to me. So I always wanted to pick them up from the hole, say on this one here, where there's nothing next to the hole. But if you look at this one here, there's a little bit of an angle on that hole. So this would be what I would consider upside down for picking it up. But again, when you're doing the peyote, you go up and down. So you have to remember to switch that each time. And all you have to do is flip your bead the other way. And now they're both the way. And just think of it that way. And you know what? After one row, I didn't even have to think of it. So that's a good thing, because in the past, some of my test projects, they're like going every which way. Then we have some crystal transparent luster, and these are so beautiful. You don't think of it when you see it in a package, but when I pulled them out, I was like, oh, these are yummy. Look at how shiny they are. Isn't that crazy? These are so beautiful. Oh my gosh. I can't wait to use these. It's almost like a silver luster on them. I'm checking because some of the finishes are called like white luster, and I totally didn't realize there's beads that have a white luster on it. And I always thought this looks really amazing compared to the opaque bead, yet I'll have the same color bead. They're both opaque, but one has the white luster and it has this white sheen to it. It's really, really cool. See, I'm learning so much about beads. Okay, so let's go to some twin beads. And again, this one's doesn't, I guess it's the silver line gives it that reflection. So this is transparent crystal silver line. And twin beads are so much fun. I like doing the herringbone weave with these. They look stunning. They're so lovely. Wow, these are amazing. They are gorgeous. I cannot get over the silver lining is really popping through the crystal. That's gorgeous. We're going to be busy. If you have any requests for a different design, let me know. I have over 800 videos. Initially, I had over 1,200, and I went through and got rid of some of my old videos that I found painful to watch. But everybody starts somewhere, and so there's probably a video out there of a different stitch that you think maybe you'd like to see. But I tend to go back to some of my favorites and use a different color bead and try a different kind of variation on it, and it's a lot of fun. Come up with some neat ideas. So this one's transparent crystal pink, silver lined Terra Pearl, and it's gorgeous. Of course it's pink. Look it. Isn't that delicious? These are so beautiful. I just want to touch everyone. Touch you, touch you, touch you. You're like, can you get your hand out of the way, Emma, so I can see the beads? Oh, they're so beautiful. I'd love to do a like twisted rope with something like this. Be kind of cool. So we're going to it's a retirement / moving away party for a guy that used to work for my wife, him and his husband. And I told Jen I was going to wear I think they're like 12 millimeter pearls, the dreamy pink. She thought they were mauve to begin with. And I said, I'm going to wear these to the party. I'm going to make them into like a necklace and wear them to the party. She's like, do you like walking? She wasn't going to drive me. What's up with that? So now we have transparent pink dyed. Oh, these are lovely and so much fun. Yeah. You know, if I wore that to the party, everybody would love it. They're so she calls them Swarovskis. I'm like, that's not what it's called. It's Swarovski. Then orange dyed. So these look red. Light. Yeah, I guess they look a bit orange. I have to figure out a way to stack these. I have a shelf, 2 shelves that I stack these on, but I feel like the ones in behind, you don't see them as much. So I got to come up with some interesting design. And then we have these. These are 6.0 Silver Line Light Multi-Mix. And again, like these were all clearance items. So they were super inexpensive. So these look like you know what? They look a bit pale here. They are a little brighter than that. And definitely the silver line comes through for sure. So I'll have to come up with some cool design for these. Clearly I had a design that needed 6.0 beads and I was like, maybe I should get these. And now I can't remember what the design was. Ta. Okay. Sparkliness. Commence. Let's start with these guys. So these are Preiosa. I'm not sure what the MC stands for. Beads. Rondelle. 6 millimeter. Matte. Light Colorado. So let's I'll open one, and I don't think so there's a set of 4. These are pretty. Ooh, I didn't want to cut the label. Let's do it sideways. Oh, these are nice. We need to put these in a baggie. Oh, these are amazing. These are gorgeous. You know, these would be super cool on a leather wrap bracelet. They are lovely. Kind of earthy feeling. Wow. Okay. Yeah, I think I'll put these in a baggie because I don't want them commingling with the others. I'll spend all evening trying to sort through these crystals. Like that. I'll put that there because I need the label. Then we have this one. So this one is a 6 millimeter. What did I say this one was? I don't think I did. Yeah, 6 millimeter. Okay, so this one is Light Colorado Topaz. This one's just Topaz Matte. Looks slightly lighter than the other one. Oh my god. Okay, it's my favorite. Oh, these are so beautiful. Look at the light in these. Oh, these are gorgeous. Wow, it's amazing. You have to take them out of the package. I'll be at the bead store going, excuse me, I'm just opening all the packages. You know, I have to tell you a story. There was a friend I had. I was helping him set up his trailer. He was doing like a snowbird thing going to Florida. So he wanted fabric to do all the cushions up in the trailer and stuff like that. We're at the fabric store and he says to the cashier, he goes, I'm just going to step outside and take a look at the color out in the sunlight. She's like, no, I don't think you can go outside with unless you pay for it. And I'm like shaking my head. Now, he was a photographer, so that's why he knew there was a difference. But so yeah, that would be me. If you ever see a commotion going on at your bead store, that's me. Oh, it's Emma. She's opening all the packages. Crazy woman from Canada, from Nova Scotia, don't you know? Them girls from Nova Scotia. You say them girls, they'll be like, who, Jen and Emma? Yes, that's us. Okay, so we have some 4mm. And this one is Light Colorado Topaz AB Matte. This one actually has a zip on it. But you know what? That's not going to work for me. Let's just cut it off and put it in a new baggie. I think these are all going to go in a tray. It's a little easier to select stuff when it's all in. Oh, these are. Look at the rainbow. Oh, these are gorgeous. Oh, I can't believe there's 40 pieces. They're so tiny, eh? Oh, these are really, I'm stunned at now, do they all? Yeah, they do. They're just turned a different way. Oh, look at how gorgeous that is. Oh, these are pretty. I came prepared with my little baggies. That's lovely. So huge thank you to John Bead for giving me the opportunity to shop in their wholesale store. I really appreciate it. So I can do videos playing with these lovely beads. These ones are called Jeani AB Matte 4mm. I put those there. Oh, the AB on these are spectacular. Oh, look at that. These are pretty. Oh, can't lose any of them. I'm so excited. I can't wait to play with them. We come upstairs to go to bed, and I always make a stop into my office. Go figure. You're like, of course you do, Emma. And then I'll hear Jen saying, are you coming to bed? Just 1 minute, just one stitch, I always tell her. Oh, these are unbelievable. These are so beautiful. So let's get you the name of these. Light Sapphire AB Matte, 4mm. So these are, like, I always called these bicones, but I wonder if, and they're called rondelle. I wonder if there's a difference, like, with using the name bicone and rondelle, that maybe bicone is used for, say, Swarovski. Kind of like a proprietary name. Who cares? They're gorgeous. They're so pretty. I would make something with this and flip them all to the AB side. I should do some lovely, oh, you know what? I was going to say I should do some lovely earrings. I'm getting ready to do a tassel earring with the fish that we got in our curiosity box. And I think the fish are green, so maybe the jonquille would be nice. Oh. Put that there in case I need it. Oh, did I save the best for last? Oh, you know what? We're running out of room here. Sorry about that. I got a little carried away. I really should. These are really good bags with the labels. These ones are Light Rose AB Matte. Wow. These are so pretty. Wow. These are lovely. We went to the dollar store the other day. I wanted to get some magic sponges. And I said, I think there's something else on the list, but I forgot to write it on the list. So she's always bugging me for not adding things to the list. So I said, it's okay. I'll just go look around. I'm sure I'll find what I need. And then I come out with all these Ziploc bags and bead stuff. She said, of course, you were getting some bead stuff. Then we have these here. These are lovely. So these are green Termine AB. The labels are on the back, so I'm going to cut it this way. I'm just trying to read what it says under the staple. Bohemian crafted since 1548. Wow. That's wild, eh? Okay, I guess there's this. Does this open at the bottom? It does too. Well, Emma. Oh, I see, because this part was, the label sticks it to the packaging. Can you tell this is the first time I've gotten Preiosa crystals that were not like in little baggies with a shop label on it. So lovely. Let me see if you can see that a little better. So this color is really awesome. The tourmaline. Wow, that's a really lovely green. I'm so excited. In case you're wondering, I'm saving the best for last. This, like, every one of these, you could get one of these and you'd be like, oh, that's awesome. But there is a hierarchy in the bead world, in actually Emma's bead world. Look at these biggins. So these were 4mm. Yeah. Take a guess. 6. Yes. Paberdash. Pad Paradash is the color. And oh my gosh. Let me get the baggie first so I don't drop them while I'm opening the baggie. What? Oh my gosh. I don't know if this is really coming through on the camera, but they are absolutely ridiculous how sparkly they are. Look at the light come through that bead. I remember when Swarovski announced that they weren't going to be providing products to the craft market, and people were freaking out and doing comparisons with Preiosa crystals. And one of the things they did was they would show a crystal this way. Let me see if I can get it to sit. You can maybe see that one there. Where's my... Let's see if I can hold it up. Okay, there. So you see the light coming through along the edge, around the side. So they would show you that on a Swarovski, and then they'd show you the Preiosa. Well, guess what? The light is doing fine. It's like ridiculous. How beautiful. I don't know if I could tell anymore the difference. These are so beautiful. You know what? As long as we have some lovely things to make lovely things for people we love, who cares? We're having fun. We're getting together. So let's take a look at this one here. And I forgot to get the name of this. These are Montys, and I've never had Montys before. I've only ever had like Chinese crystals in like the rhinestone setting. So I was super excited when I saw the Montys. So if I can flip it over, you can see the little cross. So your needle goes through that, and that's how you thread and go across to attach these. So that I'm excited to finally be the new bead mommy to these Montys. And now I'm going to put these in a bag. I'm going to put them in a fresh bag so they can really shine. Yeah, I didn't think this one through. These are gorgeous. And they're going everywhere. Oh, it's lovely. Isn't that pretty? Okay. I have like, let me show you here. I'm almost done like that. I might be able to push this out a little bit there. So we have some fun stuff. Let's do these. Look at... I got a whole bunch. These are amazing. So let's put those there. So you can see they open up at the back where the label is. Let me Just open it this way. And I'll tell you what they are. Oh, these are amazing. These are 14 millimeter Rivoli medium vitri, 12 of them. Times 4. Look at that. They are beautiful. Let's see if I can get one out here. Oh, look at that. Isn't that wild? These are so gorgeous. You know, these have, you can see when you look at them this way, there's a lot of purple on the bottom. There's a bit of a shift in like a rainbow color going into pink, you know, green, yellow, orangey, pink. And I used to think, oh, I'm not a big purple lover. And then somebody sent me some of these. And I was like, why was I not getting any of these? Look at how stunning they are. They are so beautiful. Let's put that there. Look at. I don't know if maybe they only had one of these or I just ordered one. I can't remember now. These are beautiful. So these ones are Bermuda Blue. Sometimes when it's a clearance sale, they don't have a huge stock. So could have been, I should check. It'll be on my invoice. Oh my God, these are amazing. What? Look it. Oh, I could just sit here. This is like my therapy, meditation therapy. Wow. You know, it'd be cool to do a bead embroidered kaleidoscope. So do something like these and put them all around, but do it in so that there's like mirrored images kind of thing, just like a kaleidoscope. That would be so cool. Kaleidoscopes were so cool when we were kids. You just sit there spinning it, looking at the little crystals in the light. These are, we have to touch them. We have to touch them, Mommy. Oh my goodness. These are gorgeous. Wow, look at that. This is just amazing. Can't get over. So we have those. We'll put those there. And this is the last one. So it's funny, these ones here, they had pictures and I was like, yeah, I don't know. What would I use it for? This is a crystal pear, 12 by 8, and the color is Lagoon. They're gorgeous. I was like, they had like tons of these in different colors and I cannot believe how absolutely gorgeous they are. Oh, they're popping out because the Ziploc bags. There we go. There, look at that. Oh my gosh, these are gorgeous. These are just, you know what? We have to make a pair of earrings right away with these. These are beautiful. Maybe I'll wear this to the party with my mauve pearls. So you can't, like, against my hand, you don't see the blue color. Where is my pin here? Here, let's put it in front of the Rivoli. These are absolutely stunning. That's so beautiful. You know what? I have a pair of earring. They're not wires, but they're something like a wire. And I think they're meant for, yeah, here it is. They're meant for pearls, and you'll see when I show them to you. But it just occurred to me, maybe this would work. Here, let me. So this is what I'm talking about. So these are like Huggies. So the back opens up like that. And you can see how it's rounded here. So it's meant to glue in a big pearl. But let's see. Let's just see. That would be nice. Look at that. So it is a bit small. I wonder if we did it the other way. I don't know. Actually, it's actually not too bad. You know, you think instead of, like, just think of things differently, right? That's pretty. And I have some findings to cover the hole, like a bead cap. So there's that side to it. Actually, now that I look at it, I think this is the better side. So there we go. Let's just put that one there. Ta-da! Thanks for joining me. Let's take a look and see if we can get this all in. Wow. That's a lot of stuff. So, huge thank you to John Bead. And thanks for joining me. Looks a bit dark. See if I can brighten that up a bit. There we go. If it stopped bouncing. So thanks for joining me. We'll see you in the next video. Hopefully make some stuff with some of these things here and some of the stuff from the previous unboxings. Oh. And I have to tell you, the next box, which is box number 12 of the Curiosities box from John Bead, is available for pre-sale. You should take a look. It's called Passage to India, and my brain is exploding. I haven't seen any of it, so I'll be just as surprised as you, but with the name like Passage to India, it's got to be beautiful and colorful and lots of sparkliness. So yeah, take a look, and we will see you in the next video. Bye for now.